David Plouffe, Barack Obama's 2008 campaign manager, who we should say is now supporting Hillary Clinton. Plouffe had some strong words for you on Twitter. He wrote, quote, "Sanders has run a stunningly strong campaign fueled by passionate supporters, but raising money stating that you have path to nomination is fraud," unquote. What's your response to Plouffe?
Well, my response is that, David Plouffe is working for Hillary Clinton. The idea that we should not vigorously contest this election when the largest state in the United States of America, California, has not yet voted. 9 other states will not have voted after Tuesday. Of course, we're going to give the people in every state in this country the right to determine who they want to see President of the United States, what kind of agenda they want. Jake, when we began this campaign, we were way, way behind. And I think it is fair to say that we have the momentum, we have the energy, that we are bringing millions of people into the political process. What is good for America, what is good for the Democratic Party, is to see a whole lot of people debating the real issues impacting our country. That's how you have a large voter turnout. And when you have a large voter turnout, Democrats and progressives win and Republicans will lose.
Do you have a path to the nomination, though, sir? In what states can you win so overwhelmingly that you can overtake her ultimately in the pledged delegate count?
Well, I'm not going to tell you that it's easy, but I think we do. What polls seem to be showing is that many of the states yet to come, including California, our largest state, we have a real shot to win. And I think also there are a lot of delegates out there who are looking at the general matchup. And what they're seeing in polls is that Bernie Sanders is running a lot stronger against Donald Trump than is Hillary Clinton, because we can appeal to a lot of independents and people, not just Democrats. So I think we do have a path to victory. I think we have come a very, very long way in the last year, and we're going to fight for every last vote until California and the D.C. primary.